Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we're starting off with a loss for sure. I don't think there's any version of this where we could possibly, where this garrison can beat a large number of war sleds. It's actually it's kind of a goofy army composition, but I think it's going to be really good against an army that's mostly made up of Plaguebringers and Nurglings and Marauders and stuff. We need ranged units, or really fast moving, Heartseekers or something. And it does say it's going to give us a valiant defeat on auto resolve. I think we might just take the auto here. Obviously, it's good to play out battles where you're going to lose sometimes to try to maximize casualties. But looking at these two forces, I'm not sure that I get valiant defeat. I think I might underperform the auto resolve here. And also, it's not going to matter a tremendous amount because then he's gonna end the turn in the settlement, and then we're gonna have to pressure and I don't think this is worth spending our valuable human time on. Let's take the auto resolve and get to the part where we get to make some decisions. That's a valiant defeat, huh? Oh, or maybe he just won't take because they don't like to take. Frankly, I find that baffling. But okay, if he's not going to take it, that's actually pretty good for us. That's a pretty good outcome. We have another big Ice Court army running around the north side that clearly intends to ignore all of the other people around there that they're at war with. Oh, the thing that just happened to that ogre army is so annoying. So they attacked, and this army chose to retreat. And when you retreat, the game moves your army a certain absolute distance, disregarding the amount of space you would have to actually cross to get to that place. So you can see them take a full turn worth of movement to walk around that bay, so that they are unchaseable. I really wish that they would change that so that there's the maximum amount that the army can actually move is the small distance. Well, that Nordland army is going to get away, which is probably not anything more than annoying. I don't suspect they're going to be able to grab a province with that or anything. So yeah, if Kostaltin's not going to take the Forbidden Citadel from us, I mean, him sacking it, I think, is going to, I believe that's going to downgrade the major settlement, so it's still bad, but it's a lot easier to recover. All right, the Goldtooth have entered Tzeentch's realm. Oh, okay, it didn't downgrade it. It just obviously broke it. Well, hold on. Is it worth doing that?
Demon Prince.
It comes down to whether or not we can actually get over there. Okay, Iglixis can teleport over. So yeah, this is worthwhile. So Iglixis' army is a serious threat.
More lands to subjugate.
Iglixis would have been a serious threat to Kostaltin at full health. Obviously, is pretty significant against this army when it's not getting any replenishment. Those war sled units are a lot less scary.
Water changes to ice.
Yes, thank you. Very good, Falco.
It is fate.
What is going on? Okay, so I don't know that do we want to run Falco back there, or do I want to have Falco try to push? I guess there's a version of this where Kostaltin just runs east forever and is really annoying to chase, but if we move Iglixis away, he comes back and makes trouble. And I want Falco to be resolving this problem so that Iglixis can teleport back next turn and then actually enter the gate the turn after. So, what is going to be the most sensible way to do that, though? Because I'd like to approach and not necessarily just get jumped. Like here, we'll go into the lightly forested area and we'll ambush mode. I don't necessarily want Kostaltin to understand exactly what my positions are. Okay, and our Blood Reaper's surging very effectively. No, just go past them. You can see the bloodlust. He was the bloodlust there. He's like, wait a second, wait a second. We could cut these guys. Do you want me to cut these guys? It's like, no. We're good. We're good. Oh yeah, I do want to obviously repair this. And oh no, yeah, it did right, because at tier 4 it was tier 4 because that's we had the recruitment building. So yeah, it did downgrade it, and why was I thinking it was 3 already? Anyway. So we're gonna be able to put it back up to 4 pretty quickly, but it's such a pain in the ass to get a main settlement building to max level in a province that doesn't have a ton of growth buildings. Okay, so what is the deal with this Boris Noskov?
Bow to no one.
I mean, I'm sure what's going to happen here is they're going to replace him with the Tsarina, right? As he approaches us. And he's going to ignore all of the easily conquerable stuff on the way because he is coming directly for my head, as ever.
Snow impedes.
It can never just be cool, you know? They can never just be cool about it. Okay, I think I teleported into a position where I would work as reinforcements if they attacked Castalton. So I think they should feel free to do so.
Better to be by my side than in my pocket.
Are you really gonna, like, I feel like there should be a cooldown. I am really curious what Castalton's gonna do here, because his movement's pretty... Oh, he's just gonna run... He's gonna run full on into my reinforcing army. I want to be honest with you. Close defeat doesn't seem correct. I don't think this is going to be a close defeat at all. 2,000 is still not enough to let me seduce anything. But yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's rumble, you big oaf. I don't know if Falco has defeated Castalton yet. This Falco's relatively young, and I don't think the traits carried over from previous Falco to new Falco. So it may be worthwhile for him to win this battle so that we can get the trait for defeating this legendary lord. On top of the fact that obviously we want to win the battle for the sake of getting this damn army out of my territory. But I guess our ambush just didn't hold. So as far as strategy goes here, we have a lot of short-ranged ranged units here. We can actually fire on the war sleds. We know that Heartseekers are effective against war sleds. We have Minotaurs who are not very fast. They are decently well armored. I'm hoping that they'll be able to approach the archers safely. And then, of course, we have these things. The Friends of Slanesh. So yeah, we're probably just going to be doing like kind of a marauder-based approach and then flanking in. We have a Flying Lord, as ever. And obviously, if we get close enough that we're allowed to do an Infernal Gateway on top of their ranged or something, that's going to be real good news for us. And somewhat worse news for them, probably.
Marauders of Slanesh!
I do think it's extremely curious that I can't see them right now, because they should be fully visible, but whatever. It's fine. We'll figure it out. There's only so many places they can be. What do I want to do with the Minotaurs? The Minotaurs are fast-ish for melee. They got the Blood Greed, the constant Blood Greed. I guess I'm going to have them come in from a sort of a side position. Like, I want to get the ranged as focused as possible and then hit from the side. Okay. There we go. It's information we should have had the whole time. Yeah, they don't really have that many bodies left. They lost a lot during that battle. And we don't, like, Falco's army doesn't necessarily have to be in good condition. Bad stuff can happen to Falco. Also, this army can actually move at like a realish speed because we aren't reliant on Chaos Warriors to hold our front line. Don't get me wrong, I like the Chaos Warriors, but they really impose some serious strategic restrictions on your army if you need to use them, because damn, they're slow. Falco is 90. Falco's actually quite fast. Do have to be careful about Falco getting got by arrows, because he does not have very much armor. Jeez. Okay, actually, the range on these units is a little ridiculous. They must have bonus range from Kustalton or something. I don't think that's normal. Okay, 8 a fireball there. That's fine. We can absorb a fireball every now and then. Okay, are they... They are not really responding over here, although it wouldn't take them very long to begin responding. But I might just hurl the Heartseekers at them. No, it should... We're probably waiting on the Marauders. Marauders are... They're faster than Chaos Warriors, but not much faster. I'm just gonna give them some actual charge orders here. Like, just run up and murk dudes as best you can. Y'all try to get, yeah, some of that, I guess. We're 8 seconds off of being able to bring in the first unit of Harpies. Yeah, I'm obviously, like, I'm very leery of committing any of my units prior to the Marauders getting into place, because they're the ones with the shields. We need them to take the initial arrow volley. Ugh. Gosh. Okay, here it comes. This is it's about to get real. I think it's go time. I think go time is approximately upon us. Get over there and crash a war sled. Let's do this thing, because at this point, the archers will be in pretty rough shape if they try to change targets on us. We're close enough. I kind of want to set these Seekers not on the archers, but on the war sleds immediately, because we have seen that could be very effective in the past. And... You know, just out of curiosity, you know I'm always thinking about these infernal gateways. I mean, we could just delete one of these archer units, I guess. Maybe that's the move. Maybe just unmake these archers. That'll calm down the initial fire. And all of these horrors... Bear. Bear. Right, that bear is a thing we have to care about. Oh please flee into the gateway. Kustalton rolled through the gateway, which is fun. So yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. These charge up based on your lord dealing damage, and spells count. Is what we now know for sure. I don't think that was... I had not calculated in the amount of value we were going to get off of that. Do we want to reposition a little bit here? Because the bear went pretty deep. Nah, we're probably fine. The plan is probably intact. Go chomp infantry. What do we want? What do we want our lord to do now, though? Is it just like... So we can stop somebody from moving... We have a couple of ways to stop somebody from moving. I might, doesn't help very much to stop their archers from moving unless our charge is actually imminent. But I kind of wonder if we just drop it on Kustalton, nuke his melee attack, and then, his melee attack right now is 127. That's not even going to accomplish anything. Well, like, nuke his melee attack and then just have everybody move away from him. Or We just like, you know what? I'm gonna rampage up their Streltsy, because these units do not, yeah, quote unquote decent melee combatant. They will not do well against Marauders. Okay, you killed the cannon. You get the bear. Y'all get out of there. You are not supposed to be fighting bear. Look at how bad the morale of these units is. Look at their garbage leadership. Okay, these Heartseekers seem to have forgotten. Actually, you know what? No, both of you wind around here. No, I'm only selecting Heartseekers. Yeah, you get in there. Okay.
Seekers!
We're gonna have to take great care to move the Heartseekers around manually. I think our Soul Grinder is doing pretty well against the bear. It doesn't seem like he's gonna need a lot of help, which is good because I don't think he's gonna get any. Don't love that Reign of Chaos reward. I really want to see you finish the bear off so that we can move to the next thing.
Pain is a gift.
Alright, we've got some pretty good melee envelopment going over here because Stalton is being kind of a problem. Yeah, I mean, like, plus 24 melee attack over a large area is, like, it feels very whatever to me. I do not think it is of value. The Blue Horrors should try their best to just... Wait, sorry, I did a control click instead of a shift click. Should do their best to pull back. They got drawn forward by a desire to fight a bear, but the bear could not be fought in this way. And... so you're on horseback. We have a unit of spears that's not really doing anything over here. Let me see if I can disentangle these sword marauders. We'll see if they'll let him go. Okay, the bear is in mid-death animation, it seems like, because its flag is gone. So you can help with this. We'll leave the Heartseekers to the task of finishing these things off. Something good. That's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. Hopefully the explosion from the lightning bolt landing won't harm our soldiers too much. Poor marauders get immediately ordered into an explosion. Listen, these things happen. I guess I should be, firing that basically whenever we're in melee. And who do I want to, whose stats do I want to tank? Like, we have these abilities. We should be using them. I guess I can, yeah, here, let's cannot move a war sled and just break off one of these units from the side of the battle and have them press forward. And I guess actually we want the Minotaurs to get a charge. Minotaurs have a very considerable charge bonus, so I want to pull them out before we reassign them. And otherwise, just bodies. The Minotaur retreat was broken by that one remaining Griffin Legion guy. Go assist with this. Actually, Lil Grom's crew is still alive, which is unacceptable to me. That needs to be fixed.
Searching on.
You go fight that.
Seekers of Slanesh.
More war sleds down.
Hunt them down!
Okay. We're doing good work against the war sleds. Ranged units are actually ranging now.
Drinking poo!
100% for sure just said drinking pee. Everybody heard that, right? Alright, Stalton is no match for the combination of a Soul Grinder and our Legendary Lord. Or sorry, our not legendary but still very impressive Lord. Yeah, get in there, do Minotaur stuff. Alright, we're kind of doing a lot of Minotaur stuff to our own guys. It's maybe not 100% ideal. I'm gonna resist the urge to open the gateway again, because that feels like it's probably unnecessary. Yo, I love these Heartseekers. I'm gonna be honest with you. Given what we've seen of the forces overall, I kind of just devoted myself to Slaanesh early on for aesthetic reasons, but I kind of feel like Slaanesh has the best sort of like mixture of units. Aside from the fact that none of Slaanesh's units have any range, you have good anti-infantry, you have good anti-large, you have powerful cavalry. Obviously, if you don't have a huge flying demon lord, that could be a problem. But I think if we were gonna play with just one force, it does feel like Slaanesh and Nurgle. Probably Nurgle has some cool stuff. The flyers, the exalted infantry with the approach grenades are really nice. I'm actually really curious what the Tzeentchian army looks like, because I think we've seen a unit of Tzeentch Forsaken. Like, they do have ground troops, but they seem very bad, and their ranged troops aren't powerful enough to run them like in the same way that you would run a Vampirate army. So yeah, I'd be very curious to see how that works out.
What lives on?
This does not have to be theoretical. You know, this is all stuff we will discover. Okay, so we have repelled the Kislevites for the moment. Oh, this is the new thing now, huh? They're just gonna run a bunch of armies along the... Man. Why can't they all just attack from one direction, funnel one at a time through the narrow mountain pass? Or, you know, just lay down in the snow and die, as long as we're wishing, right? Like, that would be pretty cool. We're gonna have to go take... what I was about to say is we're gonna have to go take some of their northern territory, because that'll make it less pleasant for them to do this, but that's really not a viable play. Like, if we're gonna take anything from them, it doesn't make sense to go far to the east. Like, it doesn't make sense to go way out of our way to take away stuff that is, like, of relatively low value to them. We should just push south and crack the core of their empire. And someday, I swear to you, that day would be, you know, somewhere in the very near future, if it weren't for the fact that we gotta do this bear thing,
Lay the world to waste
lest we lose the game. Do I want to accept a military alliance from you? No, still no, I think. The thing is, I just don't trust the Norskins not to get into some shit with the other demon armies, and they're certainly not focusing on the Ice Court very hard. So I think they actually might take the occasion of being allied with me as an excuse to do something that is disastrous. We should be getting our iridescent horror back sometime soon, right? We can start closing up these rifts before they produce actual armies. Because, like, I definitely want to get Iglixis through and then just shut down everything around us. Dungrut Goiter Spume. I mean, you have to appreciate his commitment to the gimmick there. Okay, yeah, Falco had not defeated Kistalton. +6 leadership for the whole army when defending against Kislev's attacks in our land seems pretty good. Okay, yep, you're gonna mobilize against the tiny, weak army now. We saw through the ambush of a force that's all the way down there, somehow. Doesn't really seem very relevant. Okay, so, Iglixis.
Prince.
Hmm. Yeah, it makes the most sense to just teleport back here.
Hell sent foot.
Falco obviously should finish this up. Ah, we're so close. Do we want to learn Firestorm? I mean, like, if I'm gonna cast a big area damage spell, it just feels like it's gonna be Gateway most of the time. I'll take both of these points, though. We'll get Arcane Conduit soon.
My senses heightened.
Alright, take our trivial victory here.
Inevitable.
Oh, hey. That's actually good armor. Yeah, no, I know. It's fine.
Look upon me.
Hold on now. Our friend Falco here gets to wear actually decent armor for a change. Cool. And we got an Obsidian Lodestone. Spell resistance just feels very weak to me. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna forget to use the the Opal Amulet. The Fractured Clasp is passive, is largely passive. I think there is a lot of value to that. Alright, so you need to recruit some new units. I think I'm okay with having Falco, like maybe step back south just a little bit. I want to leave at least 50% movement and then just go into recruitment stance and refill this army. And the thing I was not really thinking about, but that we absolutely should do, is hire on some more heroes. Right? I think we had looked at this. Yeah, we don't have a Plague Ridden, but we are entitled to one, and they're actually okay at fighting. We're allowed to have a second Aluris as well. Okay, so let's get a Plague Ridden. I do want Falco's army to have a Plague Ridden in it. So Strong is kind of whatever. Infectious is worse. The ones who are of the Nurgle Magic School, Strategist and Fomenter, these are also both kind of nothing. This does not apply to the army, it just applies to Fagorion himself. But I do kind of want to get to work with Nurgle's unique spell school, so I think we should take one of these. I guess let's make it the Fomenter, because he's going to be part of an army. His personal movement range is never going to matter. Yeah. Welcome aboard, friend. We're definitely gonna... Ooh, we can get him on a Rotfly eventually. That's fun. Carried by Nurglings on a Palanquin. That would also be fun. So you start with the Miasma of Pestilence. So that's an area effect thing. Hex area. Minus 24 melee attack over a large area for 21 seconds on a 28-second cooldown. Seems very good. Costs 7. And then, ooh. 1% HP replenishment on every one of my units every time you cast a spell. Seems pretty okay. Definitely pick that up. Because frankly, I think Falco's spells are kind of... Now that we've used them, I kind of don't think they're very good. And I want... We're going to cast Gateway and then leave the rest of the magic to the other guy, I think. So we don't have anything fun that we can afford to recruit here. That outpost is upgrading, right? Yeah, it just takes forever. Okay, so we'll recruit our own stuff. But unfortunately, I lost my good Nurgle recruitment building in this province, so... Yeah, I don't know. These things seem... I guess I just don't understand why you would use Fiends of Slaanesh when you could have a Soul Grinder. I think that's where I've come down on that now. Do I want to stand still for 3 turns? Probably not. So why don't we get... We could grab some like demonettes, just more fast moving. These are flanker units. They do have largely armor piercing attacks though. That has some value for us. Yeah, we haven't really given demonettes much of a try. Let's get 2 units of demonettes in here, and then the last slot will be filled by the hero. And I am allowed to pull an Allures from a settlement if we want to just have an extra hero running around. I think that running an Allures in this army with this army's magic so committed already is probably not that exciting of a prospect, and we probably would be better off just running like a normal unit of chariots or something.
Corruption.
But do we want another map hero? Are either of you particularly compelling as map heroes? No. I think we'll leave it out. We do have to pay upkeep for every hero that we run, so... yeah, you need to calm down. Man. I know that was slightly more likely to happen than the other outcome, but still, it feels bad. Feels bad. Man. Yeah, I guess just get down here and you're gonna help with this. I don't really know what else there is for you to do, frankly. Oh, next turn we can recruit a Keeper of Secrets or something if we want. Yo, maybe...
My former kin, you will burn.
Maybe we don't pull one of these. And we just get a Keeper of Secrets next turn. Like, go stand next to the Tower of Crack and do my recruitment there. Or maybe I just recruit... You know, I'll just replace the weak unit of Marauders. And that way the army will be basically healed up. Yeah. So we'll wait on that. The Forbidden Citadel. I need a little bit more money. Okay, actually, that's interesting. Yeah, because that was the amount. Okay, that's fine. All right, friends, go forth and wreck face. Go totally sick house on all their asses. I have no idea which realm we're going for, by the way. My inclination would have been Khorne, I think, to try to get one of those fancy legendary weapons and then use it in our push. But at this point, we're going to be entering the thing like a full 5 turns behind the army that we saw enter at first. And I believe we have seen someone enter every realm except the Plague Father's realm, which is, you know, obviously a real shame because that's the only one we don't need. Happy to see a great big Ice Court army running south. Okay, this is about to become like a whole situation. They're gonna make this a whole frustrating thing up here. Well, we got Falco. Falco is in position to do something about it. And hopefully not die in the process. Because I don't think Falco's immortal. I think we do need to earn immortality, and we're really not that far away. I just need to win a few more big battles. So this would be a real shame of a time for for that hero or for that lord to die horribly in combat against a bunch of dudes with bows. It's just an embarrassing way for a demon to go, you know? It would be super cool if one of the demon forces would finish off Krakodrak for us. Maybe we should ask. Maybe we should put up a formal request for one of them to come forth and do that. Just create some more unfriendly territory for the Ice Court between their eastern stuff and our northern stuff, and also make it so that we're 100% sure we never have to worry about an army of dwarves issuing forth. Granted, they just have the one settlement, so it would be that it would be that 20-unit army of just miners, which probably any of our real settlement garrisons could trivially kill. Okay, the Brazen Throne has been obliterated. Good for them. Lots of factions, in fact, getting completely obliterated. All right, let's do it.
Destiny awaits.
So, oh, nobody's in Slanesh's realm. All right, we can do that. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, the palace is within reach. Go to the things. Do not take any deals. I got it. I'm on top of it.
The eyes of Singe.
Falco talks like he's got some kind of terrible infection, you know? Which is weird, because he's not the servant of the right god for that. I'm trying to move to this. There's a spot here that is within, yeah, right, like right there. There it is. That is within reinforcement range of the city, but that also is, oh, I'm right, I can't ambush stance because friendly armies are too close.
This mortal weather is cold.
You're gonna join up and
It's well.
what makes the most sense? Do we want to have Falco standing in front of the tower so enemies are more likely to attack Falco? Or do we want to have Falco behind so enemies are more likely to siege the tower?
An undesirable influence grips us.
Let's stick to it like this. I'll stay behind, but I can get to a position where I'm 100% certain that I'm within range, because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't before. Okay. Well, I guess I can do recruitment if I'm in the settlement, and they're not close enough to stop us from.
All are required.
Oof! It is a 5-turn wait to pull a Keeper of Secrets. I am not going to be given 5 turns. I do not think that is likely. So maybe I'll get the other unit of demonettes now. We'll pull a Keeper of Secrets as soon as it seems feasible to actually do that. And then gonna need some harassment. Okay, cool. Failure. And
Blood flow.
could you... Okay, you have a better chance of taking her out than you do of damaging those units.
River take skull. Fail.
My demons are so bad. I don't really know what to do about this. They're deeply, deeply incompetent. Actually, I wonder if we should spawn the Allurus just for the purpose of having her run around and close these portals. That might be a thing we do next turn. Try to get those closed before they spawn armies. Because heroes can close portals at the cost of favor, which is probably worthwhile. I do not know what all of y'all are doing, but I hope that it's productive. I hope it's not nothing. And then the Arrested Development narrator voice comes in and says, "It was nothing." Bad news. They don't intend to accomplish anything, ever. God, your lives would be so much easier. Like, why is that 3 armies instead of 1? Your lives would be so much easier if you would just just consolidate your forces a little bit. All right, yep, it's happening. They're all on the way. Ooh, I like that. They replaced that lord with Katerin, just as I thought they would, but then they remembered that Katerin's the only one who can go through the portals, so she had to turn around. That's actually really, really good news for us, because that means that the assault from the north is going to abate for a while. Could be better, but it's pretty good still. Withersmut is a good... That's a pretty good demon name. I wonder how many person hours were spent just coming up with names of minor demons. Because you have 5 demon factions in this game, and they both have to have a set of names appropriate to their lords and a set of names appropriate to their minor demon types. And even in the situations, like, you can probably just pull from one pool for all of the minor demons, all of the like hero types for like Khorne, because they're all going to be like blood murder or, you know, death skull, or but for say Slaanesh, demonettes are different than the other demons, right? So it might even be multiple name lists. There was a person who spent 3 solid months just coming up with more demon names. Wow, it's almost not demonically corrupted at all over there. That must be...
In the presence of unimaginable
That must be pretty close to Cathay over there. I don't know who you are. Where even is the Glothal? I mean, okay, sure, whatever. I agree not to attack you if you agree not to attack any of my settlements while I'm not paying attention. Uh-oh. Hostile portal armies making their presence known. Campaign line of sight up versus 20 diplomatic relations with... I don't know who this is. I'm going to take this one. Campaign line of sight might actually be... Shit. We were too late. Oh my god. Okay. That's actually really annoying.
Only obey Bloodfather.
That's a 14-unit army. Okay. I am going to ask my Norscan allies to help me out with this.
Artisan of
Your
not you.
tribal fury.
You. We're generating allegiance quickly enough that we can basically just always, you know, we will have the allegiance to always ask for help. Because it'd be great if I didn't have to come home and deal with that personally. And then...
Encroaches on our darkness.
we still do need to close the portals. So none of you are really any good at this job, unfortunately. Alright, that's fine.
tempted.
And we'll give you a little bit of the old school trading here. Okay, Iglixis. We must utilize the portal.
A ruinous crusade.
This is going to take forever. You have to spend so much time just walking from portal to portal in this one. Alright, Falco's army is large and impressive and basically ready to go.
Freeze off your fingers.
Wait, where's the edge of your movement area? I guess it's not showing us because she's in
An
raiding
ice
stance, and
witch
they can't.
vows to no one.
Technically, they can't move in raiding
I
stance.
serve only the ice court.
And this, I guess, is maybe the edge of their normal movement, so you can't get to the tower anyway this turn. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to set up a an ambush move here. It's a little awkward because Falco's a lot less good at ambushes. But there's not really, like, we can stand in the trees over here and get the high ambush chance.
Onward to change.
Okay, you're not actually in the trees, it looks like, because that should say 80, not 50. There we go. But as we've seen before, this doesn't necessarily, the ambush doesn't actually always happen here. Please? Okay. Yeah, and his assault units is actually, like, very significant. He has the good traits. Cran, I didn't leave you enough money to try again, but also you're terrible at your job, so... Yeah, almost enough money. Let's try to just make sure we're further forward than Spartak is so that we can respond to him moving up. I am afraid that Slaanesh's realm is maybe going to be one of the less interesting ones for us to get through. We're just gonna keep running through portals and clicking the do not take button on deals. So my guess from the way this stuff has been paced out so far is that on average each other faction is going to grab a Demon Prince soul every other roar. So my guess is this time we'll see some of those factions grab their third soul, but then those factions will not get one on the next roar. So if we get one on this roar, go to 2, and then we get one on the next roar and go to 3, in theory we will have caught up with everybody. But that means no, that we have no room for failure here. We actually do have to pull souls both times. So it's a little scary. We have been joined.
Keep paying your respects to me, and
You know what? I think I am going to take this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this one. We can. I think it's relatively safer to ally with the demon factions. I think the game is going to end via bear soul whatever before we deal with the ice the ice kingdom, before there is any time for the chaos forces to descend into squabbling and infighting. So this Kazag, that's a Chaos Warriors shield type, so I'm assuming this is just a Chaos Warriors faction that's like closer to Cathay. Don't suppose y'all want to help me with this Doomkeep situation? They'll figure it out. They're probably gonna have to deal with that that other army first. Oh, okay, nope. It's like, well, you know, if you just take some hero actions against him, that'll help. I can work with that. But no, apparently that is not how this is gonna go. That's very annoying. Well, we're gonna have a heck of a time closing these portals now. So it seems like with each successive roar, the armies that come out of the portal are larger. It's probably getting more and more dangerous over time, so you have to respond quickly and close portals quickly as the game goes on. Oh yeah, you're coming to the Doomkeep, not going to any of the like closer and worse defended Greyling settlements. Very annoying. All right. That's whatever. Yep, my hero was wounded. They're not really advancing on us at all.
I am exalted.
I don't think my plan is changing though. Let's go move Eclipses here. So we can make the portal this turn. That's good news. Got all of the move speed. Within this circle lies piles of gold and treasure beyond imagining, but we move on. To stay and revel in these baubles is to forget why we come here. Descend to the next circle. Oh, these aren't competition. These are the armies of this place.
Only in dreams.
So, looks like we're going to be able to get the next portal without necessarily getting into a fight. I don't know. It depends on how they move, I guess. Cran. Okay, good news. And that force is already diseased and suffering attrition, so that's potentially powerful for us. Let's start picking up combat stats, I guess. I don't think we're ever going to use these heroes in combat, but there's nothing else of value to spend their skill points on.
Bows to no one.
It does feel like we've been given the failure chance and not the success chance, doesn't it? Do I want to have Falco run over here and close this gate? I mean, I suppose there's at least a chance that units coming through this gate will go to Black Gulch instead, and if they were to take Black Gulch, that would actually be really good for me, because then I could take it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'll let it ride for the moment. So Serena Katerin has still not found a way to get to a portal yet. Alright, yep, all kinds of stuff's going on over in Cornland. I was hoping to do Corn and like get, I don't know, a las gun or something. Doesn't seem totally out of line. Okay, yeah, so Katerin is distracted. She's fighting stuff. We do have an army sailing around to the north. Okay, she's going to get into a portal next turn, though. God, they're raiding so much income out of me. Really, really sucks that there's not very much we can do about that. Okay, there we go. I was going to say that most of these armies are moving away from us. My guess is that we're going to find that we can't reach the portal south of us in a single turn. I think the portal north of us we would have been able to reach in a single turn in March mode, which means that the army being in front of it makes that impossible to access. So fine, we'll just go south. I mean, it sure looks to me like we're going to be able to get through the whole Slaanesh thing without actually having to fight anybody, unless the portals potentially contain battles. Which I suppose they could. God, there are so many Torvalds and Svens. I think Qianlong's AI is fully broken. He really is just moving back and forth over the same small patch of land over and over. Okay, Siege of the Doomkeep, pretty annoying. I think we probably can just repel that. We can just have the Doomkeep's garrison sally out and fight. Because the Doomkeep's garrison is quite impressive, if I remember correctly. The Poxmakers of Nurgle have gotten what I'm assuming is their third soul? Yep. Okay. Control -10, leadership. Okay, but that's Glixis' leadership, not the whole army. That's fine. I don't see that being a real issue. Let's have Alas try to do some damage to this army. Okay. The issue here is mostly that it's just really hard to damage that guy's units, not the individual hero. Let's do this. Yeah, I think, yeah, we would, actually, we might still be able to access that. Can we see anything about this force? We cannot.
To subjugate.
Yeah, we can't reach this in one. But I can get to the circle, which I think means we'll still be allowed to interact. No, okay, it's not going to let me do that. Well, I see no reason. If it's going to be 2 turns either way, we'll just do it the safe way. Although it is a bummer.
This world will burn.
Yep. All right. So let's have a quick look at this. Valiant defeat, huh? This whole army is normal plague bearers. How would this be a... Okay. I mean, let's go kill them. I don't understand how this battle would be a defeat. I mean, we're used to the stats that the Marauders have when they have a Glixis to back them up, so I'm probably overestimating how well they will do here. But we have... This army has Heartseekers and a... Like, I don't know how they kill a Keeper of Secrets. I don't know how this whole army could kill a Keeper of Secrets. And we have a hero and I think we're gonna be okay. So
Soul Riders!
couple of cav units. I mean, just kind of wherever. Okay, they have better cover on that side because of the terrain. So let's have you approach from here. Other fast-moving units, I'm gonna put over here. We're gonna try to get them. Gosh, we have a lot of fast-moving units, though. So... Okay, she does have her chariot already.
Marauders!
This is going to be one of those things where we just approach hard with the Marauders and then try to flank with everybody else. This is not going to be like a... It's not going to be a terribly fancy battle. Yeah, and they're mostly just melee units standing still waiting for my approach. So I guess let's approach. Okay, go around the gross stuff. On this side, we got chariots. We don't even really have to worry about, like, They don't have any ranged or anything. We don't have to worry about our approach at all. And all of my units are going to be faster than theirs. So, yeah, I don't know what their plan is. It feels to me like they're doomed. What spells do we know? Okay, so a pretty decent damage spell that slows people and single target, completely nuke melee ability. Okay.
I seek.
This feels very doable.
Explore the further reaches of pleasure and pain. Come to me.
I don't know, we'll just miasma someone at random. I don't really... These spells don't have a huge amount of tactical application. It's just like, do some damage.
I move. On to pleasure.
Or sorry. These three are on this side. Let's do this. Just go ahead and chariot them real good. It is cool to watch these things actually move.
Great horned one! Cavort and kill!
Yeah, go cavort. The thing I'm always saying is that I wish my units cavorted more in games. I hate it when you're playing an army and there's just like, there's no cavorting to be seen. Alright, let's engage and break stuff. So obviously, like, they don't even have any large... They don't have anything. This army is just infantry. And it's, like, reasonably sturdy infantry with poison. So don't get me wrong, it's not, like, free win. But, like, it's kind of a free win against the Nurglings, I guess. You lot... Yeah, just, like, get way up here. You're not even doing the thing that these units are doing. You're gonna properly flank. And same over here. Get in here and get into your proper flank positions. This is just gonna be hammers and anvils. You a little lost there, friend? Yeah, no, we're fighting. There you go. Figured it out. Got there eventually. So yeah, it is going to take us a little while to kill some of them. I'll say that. Let's get over here and seek some sin. You go... I don't know, right there seems fine. Get all of that terrifying flanker bonus. Yeah, the Exalted Secret Chariot will do a thing. These units are not going to have very good leadership either, which is a thing that it's going to make this a pretty different battle than a lot of the ones that we've fought so far. I think we're probably going to commit our wizard over to here. One thing that is going to be a little tricky for us is that their lord is actually, like, capable of fighting, and we kind of probably don't have a unit that is actually his match in, like, raw melee skill, but also the Keeper of Secrets, I'm sure we'll be able to trivially be able to do whatever it wants.
Move with grace.
Alright, let's have you do that. You press there. Do some of this. Just hit somebody with the magic damage. Hey, it turns out victory is within our grasp.
Demonettes!
Demonettes, focus. Please ignore the small weak enemies over there. We have people for you to fight.
Yes! Yes!
I will cast lose your combat stats on their herald.
The debauched ones!
There we go. Yeah, let's get out here and debauch it a little bit, shall we? You go there. You go there. Lots of charging. Lots of back charging. Okay. And their morale is failing really badly, because of course it is. Keeper of Secrets is going to run over here and have at their lord.
Bring us of joyous degradation!
Yeah. Easy.
The bringer of temptation. Closer. Closer! All for the prince.
Oh, right, the Keeper of Secrets actually has spells.
Slay them!
Make this nerd acquiesce.
Who can I play?
Pain and despair!
Pain is a gift.
Yeah, we can have the spawn help with... Not that we necessarily need help, but just to try to keep the Herald in position more than anything else.
Do thy left. Dance.
We'll kill that one.
Pain.
Okay, so most of their units are in full disintegration mode. It feels like this dude's gonna have a really hard time maintaining his footing, much less actually winning the fight. Here comes the spawn, and he's down. He's gonna spend the whole battle laying down. Look at him, adorable. All right. Just waiting for the last of them to finish disintegrating. There we go. A close victory. Was it though? One of my Marauder units actually took damage. I guess I just left my Chariot Lord in the combat and she got killed because I was disregarding her fully. So that's on me. They'll spawn a new one. It's not like the survival of any of these specific units matters at all. And again, I think there's a pretty good chance that the Keeper of Secrets could solo the other army. That's probably too ambitious. The other army is a Khorne army. Those units are going to deal actual damage to us. But if they don't siege the city on this coming set of enemy turns, we'll get a bunch of replenishments, so we'll be fine. And we'll get some money from this, which means that our heroes can actually afford to do hero stuff. Yeah, 3,700, not bad.
It's the Chaos Plan.
Turns out death is the Chaos plan. Okay, next turn we can start rebuilding over here. So Falco's ambush keeps getting revealed by ostensibly friendly units. You're actually slightly more likely to make this work than... Okay, there we go. Okay, these two armies are in pretty rough shape. Removing some of the enemy characters is probably now... Oh, nice. Permanent kill. It's probably now the sensible move. And... Yeah, if you were ever to be summoned into a battle for whatever reason, I would make you stand near the ranged, and you would buff up their arrows. Okay. So am I just going to get revealed over and over again? Does it make sense to go do something else? Like, now that these armies are so busted,
Off your fingers.
I probably still am not in a position where I could trivially defeat them with the garrison. I'm going to have him sit for one more turn. Not spending money on this. There's an outpost available with a Nurgle faction. I would actually like to do that, yeah. They don't have they don't have anybody building an outpost in their thing already. That might be a new settlement. It might be that they just took that. Because that would be really cool to be able to get some high-level Nurgle units without necessarily having to maintain the Forbidden Citadel. Obviously, it's not like a long-term solution, but... Alright. Let's run another sequence of enemy turns here, and then I think we'll probably call it there for today. But yeah, now that Falco is, like, running an actual functional army, I feel a lot better about our position. I think we're going to be able to do some good work here. It's taken long enough. And I think that had we gone one more roar without getting a Demon Prince soul, we'd be in pretty rough shape. But in the situation we're in now, I think we can maintain. I think we can catch up and press ourselves into, at the very least, a competitive enough position. And I don't know why the Seducers of Slaanesh armies would be turning around at this moment. And Inkari here, sieging that Ice Court settlement right next to two large Ice Court armies is absolutely just going to get murdered. Oh, well, maybe they're ignoring her. Maybe they don't feel like she can take the settlement no matter what happens. Alright, one or two more successful assaults while they are prevented from healing completely by the disease will have those armies in a position where we don't even have to think about them anymore.
Submit yourself to chaos, and perhaps you...
Do I want to? I think we can see, you're at war with one of the real other Chaos factions. I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Let's try not to make friends with the enemies of our other friends as best we can avoid. And once again, the ogres were making what looked like a pretty reasonable push for a while there, but now their big army is over near Lorelorn. And that's a shame because the Ice Court has a lot of bodies focused further up north. They are not in a position to defend themselves from ogres. Oh man, I really hope that Cornate Force near the Doomkeep notices. Yeah. Black Gulch is available. You could just roll in there. Look at all the damage you can do. All right, demons might actually be working in our favor for a change. And that means the Doomkeep's garrison will definitely have time to heal up to full. Okay, always with this speed, I guess. What a low impact event to just be happening constantly. All right, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna stop. What is the? Why can I not? Here we go. You have to click on the ground in front of the portal. That's what it is. Banquet tables stretch for leagues, covered in the finest sweetmeats. Armies march on their stomachs. There's more than enough food here that can be sent across the Veil to feed your forces and keep your subjects happy. Or so the demonic servants whisper. It's a lot of money. Yo! 15 turns of plus 200 growth in all provinces is very, very good. Okay, so what we know for future games is if on an early roar you are not intending to actually go the full distance, come to Slaanesh and make a deal as quickly as possible. Because, like, imagine if we had plus 200 growth in all provinces during or after the first roar, how much that would have changed things. Obviously, we must move on, but that's like a big deal. Okay, so there's another portal down here that looks very accessible next turn. Melchior might have the range to come fight us, and this is a real army. This is an army that has, like, scary stuff in it. But they don't. What they do not have is enough movement range to attack me. They can only march mode at me. Okay, I think that's where we'll leave it. We're doing some good work here. I think, at the risk of potentially dooming myself later with my hubris, I think we're on kind of an upswing here. I think things are actually going pretty well. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time on Monday, hopefully we're going to claim our second Demon Prince soul, and then we are going to take it and just ram it all the way down the Ice Court's throat. And we'll see you then.